Hello everybody and welcome back to Astroneer, where today I've done a lot of work off camera. I got a chemistry lab set up, I got a rover made, and I have a new little research tower over there in the storm. Let me go and give you a quick tour of that real quick whilst I can, because I also need to go and grab some extra resin. Actually, I already have enough resin, but it probably wouldn't hurt to grab a little more, because today I'm planning to do some base building. As in, actually make a base here around Alpha Storm. Although, I might use my field shelter out here. I'm debating whether or not I should use my field shelter out here, or if I should wait until I get to Storm... what was it? Zeta? What was our next storm thing? Delta. I think Delta is the blue one, which unfortunately is not on this side of the planet. So, but looking in here, this is my little research spot down there. So if I go ahead and grab the platform with everything on it and shove it over there into the storm data picker-upper thingy, it generates storm data. And I take that storm data, and once it's done, I plug it in right here to pull power from the storm and research it right in here. I was thinking about making a full base in here just to make it a little more accessible once I get to the other storms, but it might be a little difficult to get through here, huh? So that one's done. Any more nearby? Does not look it. So we will take this back over to here, plug it in for the researcher to have some power. And then I can just go ahead, take this, pop it down, and it scans it all. So this is basically how most of the research points that I gained ever since last episode have been made. These things are surprisingly resource rich. I mean, they're really good. So with that, I've been able to unlock a few new items, but the main ones that I'm looking at are the rover, because, you know, rover. A lot more slots than the buggy that I was bringing along. Which means that I can make a full train just to keep me alive out there. But I'm probably going to need some solar power and all that as well. But let's get a little bit of this rocking, because I am in need of more resin for base building and truck building. Because I need more plastic. Alright, that should do. And then all this into plastic. I also need to set up a portable decipher. And I'm wondering... yeah, I'll probably set up the field shelter somewhere else around here and just move the base there. Although, setting a respawn point out by the Delta doesn't seem too bad. But as soon as I realize that I can't respawn here if I do that, because I can't get in. So that could become a problem. So resin and organic, we've got plenty of that around here. Stuff that I haven't already used for my generators. Alright, there we go. Alright, toss that up there, and let that craft that. Try to turn these on. There we go. I'm planning to make, like, basically a big rover to get around the place. I need one rover. Need one marked rover to finish this off. Jeez. Alright, compound plus organic, carbon. Let me turn that to carbon, turn that to copper. And I'll probably bring the portable decipher along to actually, make stuff when we get to the new base location. Oh, that is still draining power, huh? Alright. But basically the current plan is to completely abandon this base in favor of making a new base elsewhere. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. And I need one more organic to carbon, so we'll do that. Because I want to make a super long train. Oh, as the game decides it does not like me for whatever reason. The aluminum can sit right there. Also, that reminds me that that counter hack key, I think we can get into the mantle layer of the planet now, can't we? I'm gonna turn off all these extras. Why do I still hear one? Oh, it's over there. All right. I'm gonna need a little bit of compound now. Luckily, we've got some over here. But we can probably go into the mantle layer to pick up some more materials now. I don't know exactly what new stuff we can find there, but I am willing to find out. In fact, I could probably set up the base shelter down there. Or I can set up a base shelter on this core route. I don't know if it'll let me. That'd be funny as heck. Just all my spawn points are on a core route. Alright. Turn these on. We're going to run out of power here shortly. Once they're done... There we go. Alright. Come on. There we go. And now plastic to rover. I'll turn this one on. Actually, I'll turn this one on just to get that last little bit of power out of it. Alright. Just finishing off the power that we do have, so I can just reload these once they're done. And I'm going to try to get some wind power going on this thing, because if we can get some wind power, as well as solar power on a big storage, or one of the medium storages, we might just be set as far as power is concerned. And I think towing along a little canister holder of canisters for the, whatchamacallit, the paver might be really good. I don't know if we can make another paver. Can we make another paver? Is that a medium thing? Make generators, rovers, trailers, buggy horns, tractor, rover seat. No. Is it a large print? No. Is it a... It can't be a small print, can it? I don't think it is. It has to be somewhere though, right? No way it's a large print. Unless I'm looking in the wrong place. Somewhere? Hello? And there's the generators. That's right, I wanted to unlock the medium wind turbines. But... yeah, I don't see... oh, paver. Yeah, it's hacked. Okay, so I can't use the paver. The only one that I have is the one that I currently have, which sucks. But, okay. So now we'll go ahead and make our train to start with. I am going to need a little bit more compound to make a buggy seat. Or I can just use the buggy seat that I'm currently using to escape gravity. Hello? Why are these getting so buggy right now? I don't know. Let's use this for a moment just to get it all set up. Oh. Alright, so it's out of power. Lovely. Let me add some solar. Where is tethers, vault seeker, small printer, hoverboard, power extenders, battery, turbine, solar. Here we go. Alright. So make a few solar panels to get this thing a-moving. And I'll stuff them onto the back seat of it right now. Alright. And I'll make a medium storage. There we go. So that way I can keep this going. And what else am I going to need? I need some more ceramic to make some wind power. So that way I've always got power no matter what. Unless somehow the sun is not up and the wind has stopped blowing. Which would be quite a feat. Alright. So these can go on the sides here. So I can always catch the sun no matter where I'm going. Actually, with that... Oh, that does still work. Alright. But... I also need to worry about the paver, which I'm going to slap onto the front. I think, yeah, it auto-corrects downwards. Alright. And we can have some canisters there. I do kind of want to have another large storage on the back to store all these batteries. Actually, I can take one of these trailers and just stick a large storage to it, or a medium storage to it. Although we don't have enough resin, so I am going to need to go and get some more of that. But let's take this thing out for a test drive. Okay. Running smooth, running smooth. Let's go over here and pick up some of this resin that I haven't touched. And it's V to use the thing, right? It is. Alright. It kind of works to grab items. I don't know, it might just be sucking up gasoline here. Alright. Either way, let's just grab the rest of it. There we go. I could probably head over there to grab more. One of the goals with this is to get past the Alpha Storm. Because getting past the Alpha Storm is one of the things that is probably going to help me get to the rest of the storms. Alright. This thing is working out pretty nicely so far. Let's not get it stuck to the black hole over there. Alright, so now that we've got enough resin, let's make some more medium storages. If I can attach a lot of batteries to the back of here, I can at least have a lot of backup power. And what else? I could probably go ahead and get some extra something other going. So battery, go there. This is mostly so I can fly for longer as needed, you know? Right now I'm going to keep the trailers around as batteries, or the tractor around as a battery. Because this base, I'm basically decommissioning it now. It might not be smart, but as of right now, it's not going to be doing much. I can use this at the field shelter. I've got all this. Alright. So for now on, I do want to see, can I tether to this? Looks like I can. So grabbing some extra tether material would also be good. Alright. Because I want to get all the way to the other storms at some point today. Although with the sun setting, I am going to take one of these, stick it to the back here in case of emergencies. So if I ever need some serious backup power, I can use it. But I need to go and get some clay to make some ceramics to make the, whatchamacallit, the wind turbines. Although maybe making a medium solar would also be good. Do I have the stuff to make that? Medium solar. One copper, one glass. I can easily make that actually because there's glass all around. The question is, how much will that help me if I ever get too close to a storm? I don't know. The question now becomes, for that back slot, do I just put a large solar just in case? I think that is the play. I'm going to grab a little bit of extra copper material here. There's got to be at least one copper's worth. There we go. Alright. Cover that up. Maybe I can make a few canisters along the way too. But I do need to go through the storm. Or at least to the other side of it. Because that seems to be where everything I need is. Okay, so where is some clay? Because I know there's some clay in here. Because I've dug some up. Yeah, there's some. Alright. There's some organic there too. There's some clay. Alright. Can I have more clay? Thank you. And now I run to get back to safety before I get hacked. Alright. So now we head back there with the clay to shove into the furnace, get some ceramics, make some wind turbines. Actually, maybe I can make the medium wind turbine to stick onto the back of the truck, as well as some tiny ones. I might be able to take one of the extra tiny ones from here, just to have that. But I feel like if I take too much, then suddenly I am left with nothing. And either way, I'm going to need to make a new base wherever I go. So I feel like setting up a field base out there might be good, but we can't get back here until after that due to the whatchamacallit, the teleport system. Because I am going to need the teleport system to get all the way back here. Because currently I'm not generating any power. I'm going to need to be very quick about this. Yep. Just trying to stick this to the base here for a moment. To get some power flowing around. Alright, that'll work. Alright. So, I'm going to need a few things of ceramic, please. I'll make that go. Probably nowhere near enough. Alright. Set that off too. And I can just make the wind turbines, the small ones, by myself. Alright. Take that. And I'll set that there. Okay. Get those making. So I can at least get a slight recharge while I'm driving. Alright. Set that there, set that there, set that there. Wow, the wind is not blowing at all. Okay. That's lovely. This emergency backup power may come in handy a lot sooner than I thought. But you know what? This thing should get a good while of driving. So I say that I'm going to be heading out pretty soon, I want to say. Yeah. Let's do this thing. I need to head around the Alpha Storm to find the red one. I've got the portable decipher, so I can set it up on... Actually, I'm going to set it up on my truck, just to make sure that I can use it. It must be powered. So, we'll set this up here for if I ever get any more storm... Actually, I'm just realizing I need a ruby to make that happen. I'll put both on the back of the truck here, so I've got inventory space to grab stuff, but I should probably head back real quick, just to make one of those rubies. Because without a ruby, I can't do really anything in the storm. So, let me get some quartz from right here. Alright. Go ahead and set that down there to get a cooking. How much does that take? That takes 5 units, and this one takes 2. Huh. This one's actually a lot better to have on me, so I'm gonna take that. Because it can only do one at a time, but you know what? So can this one. So, the portable one's just kind of better. So if I ever need to make any smeltables on the road, that is... Actually, wait, it didn't even need glass. Why the hell am I making glass? Quartz and resin. Put that down there. Alright. So I'm just going to keep this with me just in case I ever need it. Why was I making glass? Oh, that's right, for the medium solar. Although... Yeah, I'll do that. Craft up the medium solar. Alright, the ruby's done. And once I craft the medium solar, we should be good to go. Because then I can... yep. And I can take this and basically slap it onto the back to... Whoops. Alright. So we're going to be saying goodbye to this base for a little while. And hoping, in my heart of hearts, that we will find someplace new that isn't going to try to kill me immediately. And if we lose this truck, we basically lose all progress we've made on this world. So, a little bit of incentive to keep it around. Alright. Medium solar there. I guess. Let's rock and roll. So we need to get around the storm. The question is, how do we do that? Because the whole place is surrounded by these Alpha Storm planes. I might be able to bridge across, but I feel like it might be safer just to go down. Yeah, did I not make a way down somewhere around here? I see the Weezeweed and a boom balloon. Why the hell is there boom balloons out here? And pistol whips? When the hell did this biome get an upgrade? What? Okay, that changes things entirely. Pistol whip, you need to go. Weezeweed, you can go pop yourself. Boom balloon down there. No pistol whips, no nothing. Alright. Oh boy. This has already gotten decently bad. But the show must go on. So we'll make a path for ourselves down into the place here. And hope and pray that we can make it the hell out. I know it's going to be hell on our solar panels, and wind ain't going to help us too much out here, but we need to get down here, otherwise we're going to fall in. Even if this does mean that I need to deal with thistle whips, boom balloons, and everything else in its mother down here that wants to show up and fight me. Alright. I'm out of dirt. Damn. Alright. Grab up a little bit from over there. Thanks for the organic. Alright. I'm not going to really be able to carry anything back with me. Oh wait, the decipher I can use to get the access code done too. I just realized. So that is a good reason to have this on me. But I need to finish off my little bridge down here, so I can actually get down here. Alright. This is basically just speeding up transport for me. Alright. I'm going to be using up some power coming down here. And there's still a layer down that I need to go. But it looks like we're good to rock and roll for now. Okay, I've been down there. That's good news, at the very least. No. I see you, Spine Lily. You're not going to trick me this time. I still don't even know what the hell these things do. Alright. Basically, the goal right now is to get to the bottom of this canyon and drive around the bottom. So, we need some way to get down there that I cannot think of right now. Is that a weezeweed up there? I think that's just a giant weezeweed. Right. Make another dirt platform here. Alright. If I ever find some quartz, I'm going to need to make another, whatchamacallit, a beacon, so I can always find my truck. Alright. Looks like it's time to roll forward again. Nothing crazy over here, yes? Alright. I may be a little too cautious, but I don't want to lose all my progress. Already going down and then back up again, so maybe making a pathway across would be better. Let me get some dirt so I can path here. Yeah, I think this is the play. Alright. So we need over. No boom balloons, to some weezeweeds over there that aren't going to be too much of a problem. Patch of glitchy mess. My favorite. Okay. Nothing evil over here. That does look like a giant weezeweed. Am I just seeing things? No, that is a big weezeweed. Okay. So let's get over here first of all, before we start worrying about the things that are on the other side. Actually, no, that's a bad plan. Alright. Let's grab some of this. You know what? I'm gonna say, before this video gets too long, editor me, cut until something interesting happens, because I'm gonna be doing this for a while. Alright, so I've loaded up on an extra canister of dirt, just to try to see if I can get around this place a little easier with 4 full canisters of dirt. So let's see just how far I can get with that. Looks like pretty good so far. That used up 1 full canister just to get around that corner, so that happens. Okay. You can murk that weezeweed. But first, get across. Weed should not explode on me just yet. There we go. And if I go on ahead and refill the soil canisters right now, whilst we're still here, that is also a giant weezeweed, I just realized. Holy crap. Thinking about how well things blend in on this damn world is insane. We'll smooth out the path a little bit here. But looks like we can get around Alpha Storm pretty easily now. Now that I know how the paver can work. So if I just load up the paver on dirts, we should be able to get around the place decently easy. So now the question becomes jumping from here to there, and then maybe over to there? I don't know. This one still is going to need my my paving techniques, I think. Because it's at an angle, and apparently the paver can't handle angles very well. Unless it can, and I just don't know it. I don't know, I'm still not very accustomed to using the paver. Alright, so that angle looks steep, but doable. Let's get rid of that damn plant now. Like we can do that far, and I guess cut until I'm over there to that Boolean plane. Editor me. Can you cut back in? Alright, I think I found something new. I think. There is a giant evil weed down there, so I need to be careful. But there's something up here. Come on, bring the road up. It's almost like a desert zone. I can get up from here. Yes, alright. Where am I now? Cyber Canyon Stop Crash 6? Where is compass? Okay, I think we're getting closer to one of them here. Let me pop that soil canister on, and I guess let's get moving. We've got some clay, we've got some tungsten. What was that? Oh, there's more canyon. Wait, this looks like Calador. Holy crap, that's a fall. There's weeds down there. Is there any other evil things down there? The bites. That's not evil. I think I'll fill up this canister real quick and take care of these lash leaves just so I can get around the place. Alright. So I might head over that way. So I'd need to head through the forested area without going through the canyon. Hooray. Oh, there's some graphite and some pop coral. Alright. So pop corals I shouldn't destroy with this. Actually, what biome is this? Is this a Boolean fields? Yes, it is. Alright. So be careful of lash leaves. And, oh, there's something over there. What looks to be a research thing over there. But I'm not going to worry about it right now because I have better things to do. Making sure that I don't run into anything evil. For you, that's research. That, however, is not. That is evil. So we have aggregate hills again. Oh, that's not a research thing. That's just a plant. Although taking these power cells is going to be nice. I don't think there's anything else of use there. Heading over there to take that out would be good. Although, is that even on my mission path? No, my mission path's over this way. So, I guess we roll on through. Do what any good corporation does and just mow down all the plants in my way. Oh, there's dagger roots over there. And a big spew flower over there. And a thistle whip over there. I am going to kill these because I hate dagger roots and they always kill me first if I don't kill them first. So I don't feel like dying. But at least if I do die, I have made quite the path for myself back. There's also another lash leaf down there. Come on. Get out of here. There we go. Alright. I don't know if that spew flower is within range for me to murk, or if it's going to try to murk me. I think I'm behind it. Yeah, I'm behind it. So taking it out should be easier. There we go. Alright. So let's get back to destroying nature. I don't see any pistol whips nearby, which is good. I am quickly running out of dirt, though. Alright. That's not a pistol whip. Scared the hell out of me for a moment there, though. Did I go into a new biome? No, I'm in Boolean field still. There's a lash leaf over there. I am going to refill in some dirt. Okay. Oh, my backpack is full. I have so much organic. Okay. I don't need it right now, so I guess I'll set it down for now. I have way too much organic. Alright. So now, pick this up, this up, this up, and I'll dig away at this for a moment. So I guess editor me, cut till I'm back to driving. Because I am back on the road again. I got a full thing of soil. We will terraform this place until Bzzzt won't know what hit him. It was no, it was Bleats, wasn't it? So I need to head up this hill, I think, or around it. I'm probably going to pick around it. So, look in here. Yeah, we'll go around. I don't know what else could be lying ahead. Not at all. There's some pop coral. Alright. At least pop coral isn't outright deadly. I don't know how much damage the whatchamacallits, the thistle whips do. Yeah, I need to get to the other side of this thing. There's probably a cacti in that area, so I need to avoid it. We'll get rid of that tree, though, just to ease my mind. Alright. Looks like we're on the other side of the plateau, or at least heading there. What? It sounded like there was a spew flower. I don't think there was one. What is making that noise? Is it my solar panels? I think it is. Let's terraform through here. There's a lash leaf and a big open field. The big open field is the part that scares me. Just bust down all that. And whoa. Jeez, game. I did not like those two popping out right there. Alright. We haven't used up too much dirt, which is good. There is pop coral. And how far are we? We're still decently far, it looks like, but we're getting closer to the red storm, which I don't think is the one we're looking for as our next one, but we can start on it at least. It'll unlock some of our later game stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Get rid of that. Because I think the other one, the one that we're supposed to be going to, is on a mountain somewhere. And that is going to suck. Well, there's a big crash site over there. That's good to know about. There's probably nothing crazy in there, though. Well, maybe there's an exo chip. If I get the exo chip, then I can get a hoverboard. And I don't know what it does, but it sounds cool. Okay, so we need to go this way now. Ah. You nearly got me, Lash Leaf. Not gonna happen. Alright. So we'll head down here. Cyber Canyon. That is... These sons of guns. Alright. Let's get rid of these. Ah, there was one hiding in there? That's evil. Is there another one in here I gotta worry about? Nope. Oh. Gas canister data circuit. Okay, maybe there's more in these than I thought. I'm gonna get this out of here so I can check inside. So it looks like it's just a medium gas canister, data circuit, and the medium... what gas was that? Was that sulfur? If that's sulfur, we may need to bring it back. It looks like it is, so I'm gonna take it. Because we need sulfur plus carbon to make explosives to get the box open to get a circuit, or one of the boxes. What the fuck? I don't remember what they're called. I think they were astro caches or something. I don't know. But we need those to get that open, so I'm going to take that. The gas canister can stay there for a while. Until I eventually remember that this place exists. That's a seed, right? Not a currently... Yeah, alright. I really hate dagger. There's another one?! Jeez, those things sprout up like mad. Alright. Where the heck are we going? That way still. Alright. So I guess editor me cut till something cool happens, because I'm going to go and murk this elegant spew flower. So, we need to go this way. Oh, that was my tires, okay. Let's just destroy everything in my path here. There's some saffrolite over there, that's lovely. There's something there. What you got? Nothing, okay. Good to know, good to know, good talk. There's another core root over here. But that's not what I'm looking for. It's close to it, but it's not. I think I just need to pile over the canyon. Or find a way to dig myself into the canyon. There is always option YOLO. Of just drop myself into the canyon. And hope that there's not an Attactus and I land on a bed of dagger leaves. I think what I need to do is make a path down. I think that's the goal. I think that might be the goal, because there's no way I'm surviving a fall from here. Let's... over here. Let's go ahead and try to do this. Because I'm going to try to make a path using my normal driller. And then I'm going to use the paver to get me the rest of the way. So if I set up an actual path, let me collect this dirt. Just to get a angled path going. I can hope that the paver will take that and we will not fall to our death. Because that looks pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Unfortunately, I can't tether down, but I can sure as hell try to start the path. At least until we're out in the open with it. Because this is gonna be a pain. I don't know how much dirt this thing's gonna take just to get down there. And if Of course, there is always the YOLO option if I really desperately need to get down there for something. But looking at it, we need to go past this core route to find our next storm. I think that's how we gotta play this. So now that we know where the core route is... Yep, I know. Yeah, it's square past it. Okay, my BGM died. Why? Alright. So let me dig up a little bit more here just to get that extra little bit of dirt. And let's see if the paver will take the angled path as law and actually make a path here, or if I just need to keep digging all the way down. I think for safety reasons I should probably just dig it myself, but for speed reasons I don't want to. Let's see if the paver can do it. Let's give it a shot. If push comes to shove, I just stop the thing. Alright. Let's try it. Paver, please don't fail on me. Actually, I just realized our batteries are going, aren't they? Okay, let's turn on this just to make sure that we've got power going for this silly endeavor. Alright. Will this work? Probably not, actually. I'm realizing just how fast they're going through. Oh my god! No, thank you. I'm just gonna build it myself. Thanks. Oh my god, my truck nearly killed me. Holy crap. Okay, you sit the hell down. I'm just gonna dig my way down here. And I'm gonna say, editor me, cut till I'm at the bottom again. Alright, I am moving swiftly towards the bottom. And so because of that, I am going to be taking the truck down a little further so that way I can have oxygen. But I did see that there is some attacti down here, so this is going to get messy real fast if I'm not careful. First of all, if I drop, I die. If I go too far forward, I die due to that attactus that is seemingly currently looking in my direction. Alright, but I have been stocking up on dirt. So hopefully, why is it doing that? There you go. So I need to block off that attactus immediately, as well as the other one, so I can go down there and destroy them. The one to my side doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge problem. The one in front, though, might. Actually, they're both going to be problems, I'm realizing. Okay. Give me oxygen, please. Thank you. Is there anything else down there that should be worried about? There's trees. Oh no, the trees. There's something over there, which seems like a good thing. More weeds. We've got tons of attacti, apparently. Plenty of attacti. Okay. This one in front should be targeting me any second. So I know the other one down there probably is. Come on. Need to know when I'm close enough to get rid of this thing. If there was some sort of like entrance to this thing, I'm gonna be miffed that I had to make my own path in. Because this sucks. Actually, is there anything else around here? Now that I'm curious. There's a vault of something over there. Okay. Turn that off. Before I drain my whole supply of power. My last little bit of dirt I have. I'm going to try to come down here to take out this Attactus. Come on. Get going. Get going, get going, get going. There we go. Alright. Means all that's left is this one, which can hit me straight up. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shelter there, just to not hit me. Okay, I need more dirt. I'm running out. And I'm really regretting not making this a two-way street so I can just UE right out of here. But that would have taken more dirt that I don't have. Right, this Attactus is going to be a problem. Probably. Maybe? Damn, I need to get even closer. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like to get any closer to evil attacking things than I have to. It seems like I have to get even closer. Of course. Okay. Why did I just hear a heartbeat? What do? Heartbeat? Why? Why do this game? I guess I'll do that to just get rid of some of the extra that I've got of dirt. Alright. Need to make a bit of a path here just to get a little closer. Don't. There, okay. Whew, we're free. The Attacti have been destroyed. And that means that, I guess they're gone. I can head up here to grab a little bit more dirt, and I guess Editor Me cut till I'm at the bottom of the thing. It looks like we've reached the bottom. Finally. Only to find out that there's nothing down here. Why? Heartbeat, why? Is it like a boo that I need to be looking out for? Why was my heart beating? I don't know why my brain initially went to boo, but I guess let's put these back onto here. And I guess drive the rest of the way down. Can finish paving out the rest of the bottom here now. But now we're down here. Now we need to head up the other side, don't we? Looks like. Hooray. Work. Looks like maybe if I can dig into a wall, I can get around easy. Or easier at the very least. I need to get rid of some of these here. Because if I can dig like a sloped ramp into the wall, then I can probably just use the paver to get the rest of the way up, can't I? What is this? Not good for my health. What? Why is there a giant thing of bones here? I thought this was a crash site. Okay, I guess no crash for me. So we need to get up there still. So I'm going to bring the truck around. There's another core route over there. Since when the hell did this become core route heaven? Okay, so I'm going to try to get up here. I know it probably won't dig into the ground, but that's where I come in. Because damn, this thing makes only a path just barely large enough. So I'm going to be cutting through here just to get through, I guess. Oh, this evil stone here. Damn. So it looks like I can't do that. Maybe I need to make a path up the side here instead. So instead of just going straight up, I have to now go at an angle. I think that's what I need to do. So I guess... You know what? I've been digging for long enough. I'm going to say, editor me, it's time to end off this video. So, hope you all have enjoyed this episode of Astroneer. And yeah, hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.